what is yourself? How to control yourself? By self-knowledge that's already inside you. This and much more on how to live, knowledge and skills needed to create the life you want, best experience of life possible. And life, it's all about control. Whatever happens in life happens through your inner experience. Whatever you experience, that's what happens. That is your life. Let me get it straight. If you don't experience it, it doesn't exist for you. Your experience is your life, and your experience all happens inside. So if you can control that, if you can control what happens inside, then you can control your so-called life, your so-called existence. But to do that, you really need to understand what is yourself, and then you will know how to control yourself. You will discover self-knowledge by looking inside, looking at yourself, how your self, so-called self, operates, how it exists. And you will sooner or later stumble upon the mind, the way we live, the way we understand who we are. The mind is everything, especially in this so-called developed society. Mind is everything. We worship the mind, and yet the mind is really our downfall. We identify with the mind. Bang, 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 bang. The mind is driven by pleasure and pain. Towards pleasure, away from the pain. That's all there is. Up and down and up and down and up and down all the time, like a yo-yo, like a roller coaster. How can you possibly identify yourself with that? What is yourself? You're not your mind. You're not your body-mind. I trumpet that all the time. Because it has practical consequences for your life. It's not just something that philosophers or spiritual teachers or monks live or debate or talk about. It's something that us, people who live in the so-called everyday real world, whatever you want to call it, it is so important to us, to the way we live our life. This basic self-knowledge, self-understanding, what is yourself, what is myself, how to control yourself, how to control myself, that is crucial. Practical reasons to know it are just immense. It makes an immense difference in the way you experience your life and live what you call your life. This body-mind that is not you, but you have it, it's got the brain, and the human brain is a very, very complex organ that works all the time, that is driven by pleasure and pain. This is absolutely mechanical, churns out information all the time. From the memory bank that's inside, there is nothing but the memory bank. And then, there comes different connections are being made inside these different spaces, different parts of memory bank, and then information is being churned out all the time, so we feel overwhelmed. And if you identify with your body-mind, you're totally overwhelmed. And then what you're trying to do is you're trying to fix this overwhelm with the same body-mind, with the same organ, through the same brain, with the same mind. And you stumble into more overwhelm. And that is so-called life. You call this your life. You call this yourself. You call this is who I am. This is who you are. It is just so totally wrong. And that's why your life is a struggle. That's why your life is an all the time roller coaster. You are not your body-mind. You are that which is beyond the body-mind. You are that which is totally at peace, totally eternal, totally limitless. Doesn't start, doesn't end. Is not affected by the yo mind. It is a witness to all that. It is an observer to all that. And if you want to be in control of your mind, which you do want to be, if you want to have a reasonable life and not go up and down all the time and fear what's going to come next and how you're going to cope with it and so on, you need to connect with that space inside you, that awareness inside you of what it is that you really are, what is yourself. And I have so many videos that I show how to do that. And I also mention a lot of people under each of my video who can also show you and guide you in the right direction, because make no mistake, and we're making this mistake all the time, I see it all the time. We think that these questions are for the monks, for the spiritual teachers, for the religions, for whatever, to be debated, for the scientists, but they are not. They are the questions that we should understand and answer ourselves by looking into ourselves, by looking inside, uncovering self-knowledge that is already inside. That is so crucial for the quality of our life, understanding what life is and what life isn't. And how identifying with body, mind, and jumping on this roller coaster and identifying with it unreservedly is just such a huge mistake that it just causes troubles and struggle and more struggle. Pleasure fee, pleasure fee, pleasure fee, pleasure fee, fear of death. It's not like that at all. Not at all. And once you get that, once you understand that, once you use your brain to inspect itself, and not to jump on a roller coaster. And once you connect and you experience, actually connect with the inner experience of what is real, what is yourself, your self-knowledge, everything will change. Just knowing that will change the complexion of everything. So do stay with me on my channel. Look at my videos. There is quite a lot of them already and more to come. Look at the people I mention under each of my videos that have great YouTube videos and channels that will guide you in the same direction. Just find the mix that's helpful to you. And if you like what you see, if you like what I'm talking about, if there is something inside you that resonates with it, go with it. Go with it. And you can support my channel by the means that I state under the video, which is not really that important, but you're welcome. Take care. Bye-bye.